Who would have thought that electric cars will be so popular, and demand for them will be this crazy high? While you might be having a hard time finding electric cars these days, here are the best upcoming electric cars you can pre-order right now.
Chevrolet Equinox EV. The all-electric Chevrolet Equinox compact SUV will be on sale in the fall of 2023, replacing the current gasoline-powered model. The first photographs of this new vehicle reveal its elegant design and futuristic interior, which contrasts sharply with the present gas-powered Equinox. Chevrolet claims that it will have LT and RS versions available for purchase. The GM Ultium battery will be used in the Equinox EV, which is all we know about it mechanically. There are no official details on the battery's capacity or expected driving range, but we believe it'll need to be about 300 miles to compete with the current EV crossover market. The Equinox EV, in particular, has an appealing appearance, with a narrow top light strip up front and two lights below in a closed-off maul that resembles a grille. The front fenders are flared, and the rear haunches are broad, giving it an athletic attitude. The abrupt back roofline sets it apart from the usual crossover. According to estimates, the Chevrolet Equinox EV is projected to have a starting price of around $30,000.
Fisker Ocean. Electric SUVs are becoming increasingly popular, and Fisker Automotive intends to capitalize on this trend with its new Ocean SUV. The base trim model will have a range of 250 miles according to predictions. When fitted with an all-wheel drive dual-motor system, it may achieve speeds of up to 60 miles per hour in less than 4.0 seconds. On a single charge, the most powerful model is expected to go 350 kilometers, according to estimates. Besides being a gorgeous SUV akin to the Range Rover Evoque in design, the Fisker Ocean for 2023 also offers a few unique features. A 17.1-inch touchscreen in the center of the dashboard can be rotated both vertically and horizontally, and the back glass can be opened to give a windswept inside, creating the illusion of a convertible. But only time will tell if the Ocean's range settings, performance claims, and parlor tricks will be enough to entice Tesla-obsessed people to purchase the vehicle. According to Fisker's early pricing announcements for the whole Ocean line, the basic Ocean model is expected to cost around $40,000 when completed.
NIO ET5. NIO, the Chinese electric vehicle maker, has unveiled the ET5, a miniature version of its ES6 SUV and ET7 saloon. This year's NIO Day event included the ET5, an all-electric hatchback that measures 185 inches in length, which is approximately the same length as a Tesla Model 3 in terms of length. The ET5 will be delivered to customers in China starting in the fall of 2022. The ET5 will be offered in 3 different battery capacities: 75, 100, and 150 kilowatt-hours. According to NIO, the largest battery pack, dubbed the Ultra Long, has a range of 600 miles on the Chinese testing cycle, which is the longest in the world. But on the other hand, this would probably result in a slightly lower score on the EPA's testing cycle. Powered by a dual-motor all-wheel drive system, the ET5 can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds, according to NIO. The initial price estimate is $52,000, but consumers who subscribe to NIO's battery service can save up to $10,985 on their purchase. BMW iX1. After 2020's bigger iX3, BMW aims to introduce its first all-electric compact SUV in the form of the iX1. It's one of 13 new electric vehicles BMW plans to release by 2025. And it'll compete with the likes of the Mercedes EQA. The BMW iX1 might be equipped with the same electric components as the bigger iX3, at least in its range-topping form, and hence powered by an 80 kilowatt-per-hour lithium-ion battery pack. This vehicle will be capable of going up to 285 miles on a single charge. The BMW iX1 may also be charged using a 150 kilowatt option that is extremely quick, offering up to 60 miles or extra range in 10 minutes. Expect the new iX1 to be one of the greatest compact electric SUVs to drive, much like the current X1 feels sportier. Being a product of BMW, the BMW iX1 maintains the luxurious signature that all BMW cars have been known to have. When the iX1 goes on sale, it will cost at least a few £1,000s more than the current $53,400 plug-in hybrid X1 model.
Nissan Ariya. The all-electric Ariya SUV, which will be available for purchase in the United States in the fall of 2023, is a fresh addition to the company's electric vehicle roster. The Aria will be available in Nissan showrooms alongside the Leaf hatchback and will have a driving range of up to 300 miles, which is significantly longer than the Leaf's maximum range of 226 miles. Aria's design is a change from Nissan's previous harsh, angular aesthetics, which it replaces. While the Aria's low, broad stance separates it from its counterpart, the Rogue, the Aria has a sportier look. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive are also options, as is a choice between two different battery sizes, a 63 kWh basic battery and an optional 87 kWh battery pack. Front-wheel drive is the standard configuration, while all-wheel drive is an option. These characteristics will enable Aria to compete with electric crossovers such as the Tesla Model Y and the Hyundai Kona Electric in the market for electric vehicles. Driver assistance features, information technology, and comfort features are just a few of the options available. While the starting price of the Aria is more than that of the Leaf and other low-cost electric vehicles, it is estimated to be lower than that of the Tesla Model Y's base price of $47,125. Tesla Cybertruck. The Tesla Cybertruck may appear like it was delivered by extraterrestrials, but its technological prowess rivals even the most popular pickup trucks on the market. Tesla's Cybertruck will have a robust body constructed of scratch and dent-resistant stainless steel. A towing capacity of 14,000 pounds is possible with the Cybertruck, which also has optional all-wheel drive and an anticipated driving range of more than 500 miles. A 250 kilowatt charging cable will be standard on all models. Of course, Tesla's extensive network of superchargers will be available to it as well. The driving range varies depending on the number of motors, but Tesla claims that a single motor can go 250 miles or more. Dual motors can travel 300 miles or more, and the top-tier tri-motor system can travel more than 500 miles on a single charge. According to how many electric engines they have, 3 distinct trims will be available for the Cybertruck. The most affordable model will start at $39,900. Rivian R1S. Chicago-based EV startup Rivian already introduced a 7-passenger R1S utility vehicle to us. The first-ever R1S is aimed squarely at the Tesla Model X, which is now the only solid 3-row all-electric SUV on the market. When the R1S goes on sale for more customers, it should cost less than the Tesla Model X. The R1S has a lot of similarities to the R1T pickup. The EPA estimates the 128.9 kilowatt-per-hour battery pack to provide 316 miles of driving per charge, which is the same as the R1Ts. Customers will be able to purchase the R1S directly from Rivian, and the company also plans to open service facilities and Tesla-like shops. Although Rivian intends to provide 3 alternative battery packs for the R1S in the future, only a 128.9 kilowatt-hour pack is included in the R1S's initial model year. And of course, R1S should be able to get 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.0 seconds according to Rivian. The starting price for the base model is around $85,000 before tax incentives. Chevrolet Blazer EV. When Chevrolet brought back the Blazer in 2019, customers hoping for an off-road SUV were left completely disappointed. And still, Chevy is preparing to debut the 2024 Blazer EV, which will usher the Blazer into an electric car market for the very first time. Currently, very little information about the Chevrolet Blazer EV has been released by Chevrolet, although it will have a sporty SS variant as one of the first models available. We also anticipate that GM's Ultium battery technology will be used in both single and dual motor versions of the Chevrolet Blazer EV when it debuts in 2024. And when it comes to the price, the 2024 Blazer EV will be more expensive than the Equinox EV when it goes on sale in late 2023, a time period for which Chevy has not yet published pricing information. The SS variation, which is more performance-oriented, is likely to attract a higher price premium than the other models. But according to estimates, the Chevrolet Blazer EV entry-level model is expected to cost $45,000. GMC Hummer EV. This Hummer is an all-new, all-electric, full-size luxury pickup with real truck abilities, like towing, off-road features and abilities, and a long driving range. The new pickup is quite the beast, with up to 1,000 horsepower from its top powertrain option, which uses 3 electric motors, offers an estimated range of 329 miles per charge, and leaps to 60 miles per hour in a claimed 3.0 seconds. The Hummer EV also features removable roof panels an optional adjustable air suspension, and a cool four-wheel steering feature that allows it to crab sideways or drive diagonally, all of which should make it fun to take off-road. The only thing out there that comes close in price and mission so far is the Rivian R1T, but it's much smaller, much more luxurious, and far less in your face. One huge highlight, the Hummer EV will have Super Cruise, which means true hands-free driving on mapped roads. The entry-level Hummer EV truck has a starting price of $79,995 for 2 motors and a battery capacity good for a 250-mile range.
VinFast VF9. Vietnam's VinFast VF9 is a battery electric SUV with 3 rows of seats offering adequate seating for 6 to 7 people. When it was first revealed in teaser form, it was referred to as the VF E36. It is one of 2 vehicles from the brand to be made available in North America, the other being the smaller VF8. Additionally, the VF9 is more than a foot longer than its 2-row VinFast VF8 stablemate, allowing for a bigger battery pack to be installed, resulting in increased operating range. VinFast forecasts that the VF9 will have a range of 423 miles on a single charge, whereas the VF8's range is 317 miles. When it comes to performance, the VF9 is similar to the VF8 in that it has a dual motor configuration, one on each axle, and a system output of 402 horsepower. Because of its larger size, the VF9 has a slower peak speed. VinFast predicts it will reach 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds, 1 second slower than the previous model. The VF9 3-row will be available for a starting price of around $65,000.
Toyota BZ4X. To be released in 2023, Toyota's BZ4X crossover vehicle will be a stylistic departure from the company's gasoline-powered SUVs, and it will represent the company's return to the electric vehicle category. With the front-wheel drive configuration, Toyota anticipates an all-electric vehicle with a range of up to 250 miles on a single charge. A more powerful twin motor in the all-wheel drive variant, which is available as an option, should limit the vehicle's range. However, Toyota has not supplied any details on that particular model. The BZ4X will be equipped with fast charging as standard, and Toyota promises that the solar panels integrated into the car will generate enough energy to allow the vehicle to go around 1,000 miles each year. A front-wheel drive system with a single electric motor produces 201 horsepower, but an all-wheel drive system with 2 electric motors produces 215 horsepower, bringing the total possible power to 215 horsepower. Toyota claims that an all-wheel drive variant can accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 7.7 seconds. According to our estimations, the base price of the BZ4X will be somewhere in the mid-$30,000 range, with the most premium models costing more than $40,000.
Polestar 3. According to the manufacturer, the Polestar 3 will be an aerodynamic performance electric SUV that will join the growing number of electric vehicles that have lofty goals. The Polestar 3 is a completely new electric sport utility vehicle. As its name indicates, it is the 3rd model in Polestar's ever-expanding family of automobiles. It will also be Volvo's 3rd vehicle built at its new production site in South Carolina, where it will join the S60 sedan and the next-generation XC90 SUV. The Polestar 3 will be the first Polestar vehicle to be built in the United States. Currently, Polestar has only released a small amount of information on the upcoming 3 SUVs, and the company has not said how much they will cost. With competitors like the Jaguar I-Pace and BMW iX starting at roughly $71,000 and $84,000 respectively, we expect the Polestar 3 to be somewhere in the middle of the price spectrum.
XPeng G9. China's XPeng Motors has recently introduced a new flagship SUV and an ultra-high-capacity charger to go with it, both of which are designed to accommodate electric vehicles. The sleek G9 crossover was introduced at China's Guangzhou exhibition, marking the debut of the automaker's first vehicle to be designed from the bottom up, with global regulatory compliance in mind. Aside from that, little information has been released regarding the vehicle's dynamic qualities, such as its acceleration or range. While this is the fledgling automaker's 4th model, its XEEA 3.0 electrical architecture, which the company says is China's first 800-volt high-voltage mass-production SiC platform, has only been incorporated into the G9, which is a first for the company. According to the company, the G9's new 480 kilowatt supercharging piles charging stations can provide up to 124 miles of range to the vehicle in as little as 5 minutes. Even while the Xpeng G9's pricing and delivery date are still unknown, the rumor is that it will cost between $47,000 and $62,000, depending on the battery capacity and trim levels.
Lexus RZ 450e. The RZ 450e, Lexus's first electric car built from the ground up, is nearing production. Several new images of the SUV have been released by the manufacturer ahead of its debut, when it is expected to compete with the Tesla Model Y and the Volkswagen ID4. The Lexus RZ is built on the same ETNGA platform as its Z4X sister. Therefore, it will have the same 71.4 kWh battery pack and dual-motor drivetrain. For a 0 to 62 mph speed of 7.7 seconds and an all-electric driving range of up to 280 miles, the Toyota system delivers 215 horsepower and 336 Nm of torque. Additionally, the RZ will feature Direct4, a four-wheel drive system that continually analyzes and changes the driving power to the wheels in response to throttle and steering inputs, as well as the road conditions. Although Lexus hasn't officially announced the RZ's beginning price yet, based on its length and similarity to its hybrid RX, we can expect the new model to be priced at the upper end of the company's SUV range, starting at least $50,000.
Honda Prologue. Honda is about to enter a new age of electric automobiles, and it all begins with the 2024 Honda Prologue SUV, a totally electric vehicle that offers adaptability and a driving range on par with the company's current SUV portfolio. Prologue, a new electric car from Honda, will be unveiled for the 2024 model year as a result of a new relationship with General Motors. And although Honda hasn't revealed much about the car, it's assumed that the Prologue will be a compact to midsize SUV. If the Lyric's 100 kWh battery is used in the Prologue, then a 300-mile range is to be expected. Even though GM will design the base and powertrains, Honda will build the Prologue's body and interior. The Acura luxury brand is likely to provide a Prologue variant as well, although no specifications have been announced as of this writing. The Prologue's pricing and trim levels haven't been revealed by Honda yet, but we estimate the new model to begin at $45,000 and rise from there.